Hi, happy morning everybody. Welcome to economics class. In previous class, we people discussed about utility. As we know very well about that, utility means wants a satisfying capacity of commodity or services. And utility is subjective matter. There are two types of utility as we discussed before itself: total utility and marginal utility. We understood that total utility means amount of satisfaction the consumer gain by the consumption of given amount of commodity in over period. We can obtain the total utility by using the formula Tu is equals U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus UN, means so on. And number two, marginal utility. We know that marginal utility means changes in the total utility by the consumption of one additional unit of the commodity is called marginal utility. How can we obtain that? That can be obtained with the formula Mu is equals TUN minus TUN minus 1. This can be we understood in previous class. And today we are going to discuss about is it utility or satisfaction measurable or not. We know the utility is subjective matter related to psychological factor of a person. Psychological factor means a mindset. Let's we take one small example. I drink a glass of juice. By drink that glass of juice, I am satisfaction. I got utility. Now I am questioning how much, how many utility you got by drinking the juice. Yes, is it possible to tell I got 10 kgs of satisfaction? No. Yes, I got 10 meters of satisfaction. No. I got 10 liters of satisfaction. No. Means utility is related to mindset, means the psychological factor. It is difficult to measure in the terms of physical, which means liter, meter, kgs, so on. It is difficult to measure in the form of these liter, meter, kgs, etc. Then how can it measurable? Just it is a psychological feel. I drank the juice. The juice is sweet, healthy, means I express with a smile. The juice is not genuine. The juice is not sweet. The juice is bitter, means I feel sad. Means satisfaction in generally expressed in the form of psychological feel. Good means smile, bad means sad. However, a few great economists, they try to measure the utility in different analysis, different approaches. this topic only. Today we are going to discuss in detail in the name of approaches of consumer behavior. This topic weightage is 5 marks. Sometimes we'll ask 1 marks, means choose the correct answer or fill in the blanks or match the following. So it's a very important. Let's discuss in detail. There are two approaches of consumer behavior, namely cardinal, point to be noted, cardinal utility analysis, and number 2, ordinal utility analysis. Cardinal utility analysis and ordinal utility analysis. Let's discuss what do you mean by cardinal utility, what do you mean by ordinal utility. Is there any differences between the cardinal and ordinal utility analysis? Yes, first cardinal utility analysis. The cardinal utility analysis explains the satisfaction level after the consuming the goods and services in the terms of countable numbers. Point to be noted. The cardinal utility, it is explains that the satisfaction level after consuming the goods and services in terms of countable numbers, means here numbers are using to measure determine the utility. Next, ordinal utility. What do you mean by ordinal utility? Yes, it explains that the satisfaction obtained after consuming the goods and services cannot be measured or scaled in terms of numbers. However, it arranged in order of preferences. Arrangement in order of preferences. Point to be noted. And next, we are going to discuss examples of cardinal utility analysis and ordinal utility analysis for better understanding. One example is there. A girl, Bilwa, submit Fiza gives her 60 units of utility. Number, using number. Bilwa submit Pizza gives her 60 units of utility, whereas burger gives only 40 units of utility. That means Bilwa is submitting a report, pizza giving 60 units of satisfaction than the burger, because burger giving only 40 units of utility. Not only this example, take a fruits. Bilwa submitting apple giving 70 units of utility than the orange, which gives 20 units of utility. Means she is measuring the utility obtained from the both pizza and burger. In second example, fruits, apple and orange, in the form of numbers. In the form of numbers. Next, example of ordinal. Bilwa submitting, she gets more utility. She gets more utility than pizza as compared to burger. Again, Bilwa submit she gets more utility than pizza as compared to the burger. Means she is giving preference to the pizza than the burger. Means burger is a first preference or first rank. Second one is the burger. Why? Because pizza giving more satisfaction to her than the burger. Here Bilwa means under the ordinal she is not using any kind of the numbers. Instead of the numbers she is arranging the commodities as for her preferences. Means she is giving more preference to pizza because the pizza giving more satisfaction than the burger. So first preference is pizza, second preference is burger. Same second example, apple and orange. She is submitting apple is a first preference, second one is orange because she likes more apple than the orange because according to her apple give more satisfaction and orange give less satisfaction. So she arrange apple is first, orange is second. And third point, yes, as I told already, the cardinal utility analysis measure in the terms of numbers, countable numbers such as 1, 2, 3, so on. Countable numbers, point to be noted, numbers, cardinal utility analysis, numbers. And next, ordinal utility analysis, it measure on the basis of ranks, point to be noted, ranks, R-A-N-K-S, ranks. Means, yes, using Roman numbers, first rank, second rank, third rank, fourth rank, so on. Ordinal in the terms of ranks, cardinal in terms of countable numbers. And cardinal utility analysis, it is a less practical. Why it's a less practical means because it is a very difficult to measure in the terms of numbers. As I told before itself, I drink glass means glass of juice. By drinking that glass of juice, how many numbers of units satisfaction you get means it's difficult to express. Suppose you keep two type of the juices. One is apple juice, second one is orange juice. Means yes, I like the apple juice because according to me apple juice give more satisfaction than the orange juice. So I arrange these two juices. First one is apple because which give more satisfaction to me. Second one is orange because it give less satisfaction than the apple juice. So ordinal is practical, means more practical. Cardinal is less practical. Ordinal is more practical. And next point, yes, the cardinal utility analysis introduced by the Alfred Marshall. Professor Alfred Marshall was one of the great neoclassical economists. Alfred Marshall. Same the ordinal utility analysis was popularized by J.R. Hicks. H-I-C-K-S. Professor J.R. Hicks. Professor J.R. Hicks was popularized ordinal utility analysis. And next, the cardinal utility analysis also called as a utility analysis, and ordinal utility analysis is popularly called as indifference analysis or indifference curve analysis. It's a very important topic. We will discuss about that in detail in further classes. So the cardinal and ordinal approaches are the two important approaches of consumer behavior. Cardinal approach, it is explain that the satisfaction obtained by the consumer after consume the goods and services can be scaled in the form of the countable numbers. The ordinal utility approach, it is explains that the consumer gets satisfaction after consume the goods and services cannot be scaled in the form of numbers. However, it arrange in order of preferences. Order of preferences. Cardinal utility is it right? You numbers are countable numbers, and ordinal utility it's the order of preferences. Order of preferences. And here the numbers are using, here ranks are using. Means cardinal numbers, ordinal is ranks. Next, the cardinal is less practical and ordinal is more practical. And the cardinal introduced and popularized by the Alfred Marshall, and ordinal is popularized by the Professor J.R. Hicks. And cardinal is also known as utility analysis, and ordinal is popularly known as the indifference curve analysis. Next class we will discuss further topics. Till thank you.